Srimatre Namaha. April 13th and April 14th. These days are being celebrated as the beginning of a new year by many of the Indians. The dates are different for different regions, but the theme behind the celebration is all the same. Like any festival, it's a festival of happiness, beauty, and dance. It's called Ugadi or Ugadi, and the literal translation being beginning of an era. It's a beginning as per the epics when Brahma started the creation. Whatever it may be, we need to understand that it's a beginning of a new year. So the beginning is always pure. Like, take as an example, we were happy and non-resistant when we are young. The beginning was pure. Of course, the God has got no beginning, no end, middle. Adi Madhyantarahita. But as Jivas, we do have a beginning and we do have an end called Janana Marana. What is found in the beginning, Janana, is not found neither in the middle nor in the end. So what we need to do on this day? Life is a business. A business, unfortunately, we do with God also sometimes. A business, definitely we do with the world. A business we do with ourselves. It's called Mano Vyapara. Like in any business, there is a profit, there is a loss. When profit comes, life will be happy. Of course, the reverse is when you incur losses. So like any business which closes the books at the end of the financial year, we need to close our books the day before the new year. So you need to get up before the sunrise, because as per the Vedic system, before the sunrise, it is still considered as the day before. Even though the English calendar, once you cross 12 midnight, the date is changed, but not in Vedic calendar. The tithi or the date, the week is not changed until the sunrise. So you need to get up before the sunrise and sit on the bed facing north. Because when you get down from the bed, you are kicking the Mother Earth. So that's considered as sin in the Hindu system. So sitting on the bed facing north, you need to have a retrospective thinking what you have done in this last year. What is said in the Dharma? A Dharma is nothing but the rules which you have been taught by your parents. After that, the life principles which have been taught by your Guru. After that, the experience of your ancestors, rishis, seers laid down in the epics and Upanishads. So if you don't follow these principles, time-tested principles, we can just call it you're not following Dharma. So you need to remember and review your attitude towards the dharmic principles and find out how far you are successful. A dharmic man will never have failure. That's for sure. We need to believe that. So, like any other human being, we do find incidents where we have not followed Dharma. That's fine. What's happened is happened. Let's start a new chapter. Like any business, you find the pockets where you have done mistakes, which has led to financial losses. You find pockets of adharmic behavior, which led to the increase of karma and loss of peace. So you need to review that and take a commitment. Let me not repeat these mistakes. Let me start a really new year. Because even in English culture, when a new year happens, you all remember 31st of December, you wait for the midnight, and when the time strikes, you all shout, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Do we have happiness really in the life? But still, at the moment, you wish that the coming year is happy and will be happy. So, the happiness is the essence of life. So, for getting that happiness, you should not forget happiness all through the moments of your life. So, you take a commitment all through this year, some commitment like this. Let me be happy, whatever may be the outside happening, which is difficult, but let me try. All through the year, let me be non-reactive in nature as much as possible to the bickerings I get from the world, which is also difficult, but let me try. All through the year, let me help at least one person daily, which is possible. So, like this, the rules you are setting for yourself. You are a king. You are a king and kingmaker too. Because the rules are laid by you, definitely you will follow that. So, the morning commitments are done. And also, you can do a small meditation, taking back yourself into that stage of your early childhood, where you are smiling for each and everything without any expectation, without any returns. I was like that. So, my basic beginning, moolam, is happiness. And also, if you go back in my mother's womb, I was not having any reaction to the surroundings, which is not that much neat and tidy. Still, I was happy. I was not even caring for my breath. I was not even caring for my food because I'm non-reactive. I'm in a samadhi sthiti. It's called nirveda. So my root is absolute happiness and nirvana. Let us all remember this on this new year and try to remember this every day in this coming year. My root is happiness. My root is nirvana. Well, mine is flickering. So, what is the process of arresting this mind? Do a small prayer, do a small puja, whatever you may be. And the beauty of this festival is, the uniqueness of this festival is, you offer a particular item as prasad, nivedana. They say you offer that to God and then take it as prasad. That the grace from God. And what's this item? It's made up of 6 tastes: sugarcane pieces, jaggery, ripe banana fruit, mango, chili, salt, and neem flour. As you can see, all the 6 tastes are in this: salt, sour, bitter, spicy, sweet. All the 6 tastes. And this is our life. You have anxious moment, you have angry moment, you have happy moment, you have sad moments, you have eccentric moments. Well, a mixture of these moments is life. So, by taking this unique item as the prasad of God, as a gift of God. I'm understanding that my life, which is a mixture of all these moments, is also a gift of God. Like I'm accepting this. I need to accept my life. It's only a replica of my life. So that's why I always say, whatever puja you do, whatever ritual you do, you need to learn something from that. You're not trying to satisfy somebody. And we do have a belief, and even my childhood, when my mother used to give this chutney, we call it chutney, and we put it on our tongue, praying God, oh God, let me have the sweet first. You know, all the 6 tastes, you have only one taste at the first moment. If you have a, sweet taste, we'll all be happy. Oh, this whole year will be happy. But the thing is, if you have a bitter or a sour taste, let us not get depressed and carry that depression all through the year. Let us come to that agreement and acceptance. Well, this is life. And with this bitter taste, I'm remembering and reminding myself that I need to accept whatever life is being given to me in this coming year. There's a beautiful transformation. That's why Ugadi is one of the unique festivals. After that, you hear what is called Panchanga Sravanam, the foretelling of the future based on the movement of the planets and the stars, your birth star. Here I need to tell something. All of us are interested to know what is the future in this coming new year. But the actual important focus should be done on, as you read from the Panchanga, first, the description of the Grahana eclipses are given. Solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. Whatever the dates, you have to note down, because as per the Mantra Shastra, any japa, any recitation of mantra you do during the eclipse will have multifold good effects. Even if it is Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, any layman can do. So that's the first measure of correcting any errors in the life in this coming new year. So the first is Grahanam, eclipse. Then you need to note down what is the description of the Sankranti Purusha. The time doesn't have a form. But to understand the effect of the time, a form is given, is created. Like heart is for compassion, and this is for purity of speech, this is for strength, this is for charity. So we have a particular kind of description of each part of that God, unknown entity. Like that, the time Purusha, Kala Purusha, they say. Like that, this Kala Purusha, also called Sankranti Purusha, is described. And based on the quality of that description, we know whether it's going to be a drought or whether it's going to be floods, how are the pulses, rates of pulses fluctuating, what is the status of the politics in our country, dangers from external countries, everything is given by the description. Beautiful, beautiful system. And the beauty of it is, before going to know our future, we are knowing the future of the country and the world as a whole. So that's where you need to focus. So, when the days are not good, as per the description of the Sankranti Purusha, that means it is just like you are watching a road is under repair. What do? You drive the car very slowly, ready to apply the brakes whenever it's necessary. Same thing here. If it's not good, that's fine. All I need to know is I need to be a little bit careful. That's all. I don't need to cry the whole year saying that this year is not good for me. That's the main thing we need to understand. Of course, after that, income and expenditure, honor and dishonor, it's called Rajya Puja Avamana, and overall, how the year is for different birth stars. That is described. Whatever is given in the Panchanga, for me, my birth star is Ashwini. And whenever I listen to the Panchangam, by God's grace, if the year is very good, then I'll think, wow, I'm happy the year is going to be good. But God forbid, there are some zeros in the numbers and they say year is horrible. Then I go to the other end of the thinking process, saying that out of every 10 people, only 8 people are bound by these estimations. I may belong to the other 2. So the rule is, whatever policy, whatever thinking pattern you take, keep yourself happy. That's all. So now you made some commitments, you accepted the life is a mixture of different moments, you prayed to God, asking the God to give you stability to handle different situations in the life as given in the Panchangam. Now, along with this, you need to make some more commitment. Not everybody, the serious upasakas. Number 1, upasaka means the one who is actively doing spiritual practice. This is the day where you have to take a promise to yourself. Number 1, limited intake. It's called mitahara. If you have been eating this much quantity of food before, reduce that from now onwards to this much. That has got 2 effects. Number 1, not overloading this physical body, and also exercising control on your mind, on your indriyas. Other thing is, well, because you are reducing your food, you are not reducing the quantity which is going to be cooked. You are going to cook the same quantity, but you are going to eat this much, and the balanced quantity you are going to share with the community, helping those in need of food. That means, previously, I was enjoying myself with what I have, but with this mitahara, I'm doing a great transformation to share what I have with my fellow citizens. Not only citizens, fellow beings, humans, birds, animals, everything. So that's one, mitahara. The next one is priya ahara vajjitam. That means being able to control from not eating what you like. Suppose I like rasgulla. From this moment onwards, the new year, I need to exercise control that I'm not a slave to the taste. I'm not in a condition without that my life is useless. Some of the people are there. They say without meat, I can't survive. Whether it is meat or pulses, it's all the same. You should not be in a position to say that without that, not only food, without a person, only one thing, without God, without that unknown force, I can't survive. If you have that, that's good. So what should I do? Well, how can I exercise? It's not enough if I just say, okay, from today onwards, I'm not going to touch rasgulla. Well, you're escaping from rasgulla. So what you need to do? You need to cook rasgulla or get rasgulla, and with your own hands, distribute to the people without eating. This is a real control. Thereby, you're doing again two punya karmas. One is exercising control, indriya nigraha. Second one is what you like, you need to share. That's the greatest principle of donation. It's not like torn cloths or useless things you give to other people and say, call it a donation. It's not going to work like that. So, priya ahara vajitam. Then the third one is mitabhashanam. Whatever you talk, 70% of our energy every day is being used by talking. And we talk always about the world, mostly, right? And thereby you are connected to the world and all the karmas are being transferred to you. So it's an additional burden. So from Ugadi, you take a principle, you take a commitment that I'm going to reduce my talk at least by 50%. Just try and see how beautifully we'll enjoy Nishabda Dhyanam as much as possible. That doesn't mean that the other person is asking a question, you don't reply. No, you will reply, but you don't continue the conversation unless there is a specific purpose. Most of the conversation go like this. What else? There's nothing. Life is going. Same here. So there is no life in that kind of conversation. Cut short all the conversation and you gain energy. And this is the best worship of Shiva. Shiva is Kala, time. What all the time you have saved from reducing your talk, that you can utilize for your spiritual practice or any other good purpose. And also it's worship of Vagdevta. This stone is given to you for speaking good things, for which can keep everybody happy, keep yourself happy. So mitabhashanam. And finally, bhuseyanam. Bhuseyanam means, normal literal meaning is, sleeping on the ground. What will God get if you sleep on the ground? Of course, better you sleep on the ground, it's good for your spine. But the inner meaning of this is grounding yourself. That's a phrase. Previous year, I may be, jumping up and down with egoistic feeling. Well, this is all made by me, this is all done by me, I am the doer and things like that. And you feel high of yourself. It's good to have a self-confidence, but it's always, you need to control that self-confidence from being egoistic. So, from jumping up and down, you ground yourself. Everything is done by an unknown force. And the I factor, you are going to reduce. In these four principles, you are going to reduce the sthula rupa, the physical form, and increase the sukshma rupa, the cosmic form, the subtle form, they say. So, that's done. And also, you enjoy the day with music, dance. You know why? This festival is unique because the nature is dancing along with you. It's spring. In foreign countries, it's called spring cleaning. They take out all the unused clothes, unused shoes, which are not used for the past 6 months. Even though they are brand new, they donate to the Salvation Army, which will distribute to the needy people. Of course, they are, in a materialistic way, that's good. We did have an opportunity. Before Sankranti, we had Bhogi. And the intention of Bhogi is to collect all the scrap from the home and burn it and get rid of unnecessary, unwanted things in the house, keeping the house neat and tidy, thereby Lakshmi can enter. Neatness and tidiness is Lakshmi. But what we are doing, You're keeping the same chair with 3 legs, one leg broken, thinking that it will be useful sometime. You're cutting that, the trees, innocent trees, these big logs, you're putting on fire and saying, I enjoyed the bhogi. Well, is it the principle of bhogi? Well, what is gone is gone. At least now you bring back that spring cleaning, because this spring is all greenery, like this greenery around me. Green is auspiciousness. Green is Rajasyamala. Green is control of emotions. Green is all around progress. Mother is speaking to you through this greenness. And the Indian black cuckoo is other form is nightingale. It sings more in this season. Nice music, nadam, the sound. Everywhere happiness. And the new shoots will be coming from mango trees and neem trees. Everything is beautiful. Everything is changing except this fellow. I need to understand when mother is asking me to change by looking at the mango tree, by looking at the cuckoo. I need to change. What should I do? Get the scrap from the mind. Any feeling towards any person, any bad feeling, bring out and burn it. I don't have any bad feeling from this new year. Any passion, burn it. Any anger, burn it. Is it a real fire? No. It's a fire which is happening at the Ajna Chakra. The spring cleaning should happen. And the joy coming out of the spring cleaning is experienced by dancing and singing. And also one more thing, during this festival in southern India, some parts of southern India, we invite all the poets and do a Kavi Sammelanam, it's called in Telugu, a group of poets and delivering different poems to show their caliber and also worship the Mother Saraswati. So it's a festival of music. It's a festival of dance. It's a festival of happiness. It's a festival of creativity and poetry. And finally, it's a festival of transformation. We should not forget. So let this upcoming Ugadi bring all the happiness, all the changes in all of us, and see not only the upcoming new year, rest of the years are peaceful and prosperous. Sri Matra.